Hey everyone, some of you have messaged me to kind of explain like what's happening in Nepal right now. So here's the video for that. So I'm gonna keep it very high level. But kind of few months ago in social media, a lot of kids were, or Gen Z were kind of posting about videos about how these kids of these corrupt politicians were flaunting their trip to various Europe countries, to US, to other Asian countries, right? And they were also kind of like flaunting about their purchases of these expensive branded clothes, purses, and the kids were kind of comparing against like, okay, we are poor and our basic needs are not met, and these kids, politicians, were just enjoying their life, right? There was a lot of conversations around that, and also the government of Nepal decided to like ban social media because they were not registered in Nepal, and I think that kind of triggered it. And kids decided, like in a message board, in comment section, and Discord, like, okay, we are going to go protest on September 8th. To my surprise, I was expecting, like, I was reading news and looking at the picture, I was expecting like 500, 600 kids. Oh no, there were more than 5,000, 6,000 kids in a school uniform just on the first day in the capital city, and there were a bunch of other, the protests were happening all over Nepal and different cities. And unfortunately, 19 kids were killed on the first day. And I think that just escalated it pretty aggressively. And then that evening, I was reading the comments. People were like, okay, let's go and burn down like these politicians' houses, right? People were really frustrated after the shooting. And that's what they did on next day. They went to these politicians' houses and started burning it down. And the police force couldn't do anything because they just kind of gave up and started running away. And they didn't even they burned down the politician houses, they burned down the parliament building, they burned down Supreme Court, your federal government buildings, prime minister's house, right? Official house, president's official house, vice president's official house. Lot of buildings. Supreme Court of Nepal was burned down too. Think about, like, you're walking through DC and all the federal buildings, your White House, your Supreme Court, your Congress, and other administrative buildings were just on fire. Like, think of that scene, and that's what exactly happened. So now the government of Nepal has collapsed. The PM has resigned. The president and army chief